Rebecca's projecting her rage in every direction. Doesn't have to worry about whether it's appropriate or not. You're bound to get the right culprit. Welcome to another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to a TikTok video made by Rebecca Larson. She's responding to a young conservative girl who had said that she pretends to be a liberal in the classroom so that she can get better grades. Rebecca Larson responds with a hypothetical ad hom of the rest of her life. We'll see how it goes.
Here's what I find so tragic about these young, pretty conservative women. You're such a gaslighted demographic because one of the pillars of this ideology that you're bought into is that some people are just inherently superior and inferior people deserve to be exploited. And
now that's a nice summary of the difference between conservatives and liberals from a liberal standpoint. I want you to be prepared as we go through this. I want you to be prepared for something. Rebecca Larson is describing as a uniquely conservative problem for conservative women, a problem that women everywhere have, regardless of ideology, and that men everywhere have, because we are a sinful race living in a fallen world. Everything she says that happens to conservative women, which frequently does happen, happens to liberal women also. Exactly the same deal. I'll point that out as we go.
Sure, women are technically property, but you don't have to worry about that because you are hot property.
So just put in there, you don't have to worry about it. She doesn't have to worry about that because she is woke property. She structured this as though we've got superior people in the world and inferior people in the world. Well, what do superior people in the world do? Well, they make TikTok videos explaining to everybody else how wrong they are. Is Rebecca among the superior people? Does she know better than everybody else? And does she expect to have exceptions made for her because she's woke property as opposed to hot property?
Exceptions will be made for you. So you're more than willing to play into this needlessly cruel game because you've been assured that you'll win. And soon the young winning man of your dreams will look at you and say, yes, that is what I'm supposed to want, and acquiring her will make me look like a superior man.
He will do that if he's a skunk and a scoundrel. And it turns out, I've been around a while, it turns out that there are skunks and scoundrels who think exactly this way over on the left as well.
And on your way to your superior life together, you will become his obedient, righteous, lonely domestic servant. Congratulations. Until one day, you get a scary mammogram. And you discover that he never signed up to be a nursemaid. And unlike you, the young 24-year-old bleach blonde at the office understands that he's the most important person in any room.
This is because, as everyone knows, no bleach blonde, young, pert bleach blonde at the office ever ran off with a liberal man whose wife had a scary mammogram. That doesn't happen on the left, we all know, right?
And she'll have no qualms about poaching your mate because he's her ticket to a superior life. And at that moment, when the handle has snapped off of the basket that held all of your eggs, you might realize that you were flattered into giving your entire life away in service of a man who only ever saw you as a commodity because...
And when this happens to the conservative lady and her husband turns out to be a skunk and he ditches her, she still has 3 or 4 kids because she didn't get abortions. She didn't smash the eggs in her basket before the handle broke, as liberal women have been conned into doing, eh?
I assure you, that is how these men see you.
That's how unregenerate men see women. That's true enough. But are there no unregenerate men among the commies?
And being hot property won't have protected you from a life of being used up and discarded.
Neither will being woke property.
But here's the kicker. You'll have sunk so much of your life into proving your own politics right that you won't.
Unlike Rebecca here, who's not trying to prove anything.
won't be able to direct that rage in the appropriate direction, because that will mean admitting that you were had.
Rebecca's projecting her rage in every direction. Doesn't have to worry about whether it's appropriate or not. You're bound to get the right person, the right culprit.
So there you'll be, a middle-aged woman with a pert haircut and great Botox.
There are no liberal women with pert haircuts and no liberal women who use Botox. Everyone knows that they stand against that.
Standing in line at a Kroger.
Okay, they don't go to Kroger. They stand in line at Trader Joe's.
Making the fact that your life didn't turn out as promised into an assistant manager's problem, because don't they know that exceptions are supposed to be made for you?
So she's trying to say that Karens are all conservatives, are all disillusioned conservatives.
Good luck, babe. Good luck.
This is not really an argument. This is just a projection of envy and bitterness. She's essentially saying, you conservative women, here's my reply to you. I hope your rabbit dies, and I hope you will be unable to sell the hutch.